The subway, often known as the Underground, Tube, or Metro, is an underground railway system that transports large numbers of passengers within urban and suburban areas. That is quite common, but many amazing and spooky things surround these subways that you may not be aware of. Here are 10 amazing facts about subways. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 10. Before the subway, there was a futuristic pneumatic train. Back in 1869, inventor and wealthy businessman Alfred Ely Beach had a daring idea of an underground network of circular, brick-lined tubes with strong fans at either end. Beach gained permission from legendary Boss Tweed to deploy the system, but only to move letters rather than people. Beach and his colleagues secretly developed New York's first gas and steam-free human transportation system. After 2 years, the surprise was revealed to the public. Beach's experiment, however, was demolished soon after Tweed began building on an elevated subway line to make space for the present subway system. Number 9. The London Underground is the world's oldest. In London, the world's first underground system began in 1863. It once only had 7 stops, but now has developed into a network of 270 stations with 250 miles of the track after more than 150 years of operation. The commonly used moniker, the Tube, derives from a subsequent building technique that involved boring circular tunnels deeper into the earth. Number 8. The Tokyo Rose used to roam Toronto looking for trash. The Toronto Transit Commission, TTC, used to run a garbage train late at night along the Yonge University Spadina and Bloor-Danforth lines. The Tokyo Rose train was purchased from the Japanese manufacturer Nippon Sharyo. It had round windows and large doors, allowing trash to be thrown inside quickly. That's why the unpainted train looked more like a submarine than a subway vehicle. After 22 years of service, the Tokyo Rose was replaced in 1990 by outmoded Gloucester Metro cars, and by the end of the decade by H1 vehicles. Garbage collection is now outsourced. Number 7. Budapest's subway system has a secret bunker. Throughout the Cold War, Hungary was unafraid of the possibility of nuclear war. The most significant intellectual workers, according to the communist leadership in the 1950s, ought to be protected in a bunker. The Rákóczi bunker is located 50 meters below ground, roughly midway between Kossuth and Szabadság squares. The F4 project, which has a direct connection to the M2 Metro line, is another name for it. The BKV currently supervises the bunker, which is unfortunately not open to the public. Number 6. The Moscow Metro operates a museum train. The presence of a special museum train on Moscow subway system, widely recognized as one of the most beautiful in the world, may come as no surprise. The Aquarelle train, like all other trains in the city, follows a standard route, yet it is distinct from the others. The exterior's blooming pattern and the interior's metamorphosis into a fake museum have elevated the entire commuter experience to a new level. Number 5. Michael Jackson recorded the music video for Bad on the Hoyt-Schermerhorn Stop abandoned platform. When Michael Jackson, Martin Scorsese, and a young Wesley Snipes filmed the iconic music video for Bad in the Hoyt-Schermerhorn station in 1987, it was one of the most thrilling moments in subway history. Letitia James, a member of the city council, requested that the station be renamed after the King of Pop in 2009. But the MTA advised her to beat it. Hoyt-Schermerhorn Jackson endures in our hearts despite the absence of an MJ plaque. Number 4. Troglodytes and mole people. For years, there have been reports of homeless people vanishing into the New York subway system's tubes and never returning. The alleged mole people were reported to be mutants that hated sunlight and surface dwellers and chose to live below in towns built in abandoned train tunnels. When journalist Jennifer Toth visited the New York City tunnels in 1993, she discovered a community of thousands of outcasts, runaways, the mentally ill, drug addicts, alcoholics, and recluses, living in deplorable conditions. To live, they are said to eat leftover food, mice, and the occasional unlucky traveler. Number 3. Subway Corpse Stories. In 2007, an account of an art student on the London Underground surfaced on the Unexplained Mysteries forum. She was alone, saved for a man in his 30s before 2 young men and a woman in between them entered the train. The 30-something male sat next to her, introduced himself as if he knew her, and then told her to get off at the next station. She did, presumably because she was wary about the other 3. He claimed that after the train had left, he saw them take the woman aboard with a pair of scissors sticking from the back of her skull. Number 2. Aldgate Station is also built above a massive plague pit that holds over 1,000 bodies. The beautiful tale of Aldgate Station in the City of London is probably unknown to the majority of people who board a subway. According to legend, a sizable plague pit was found during the station's construction in the 1860s. Around 1,000 bodies were supposedly interred in the enormous grave, which measured 40 feet in length and 16 feet in width. According to historical accounts, the bodies were carelessly and rapidly buried without coffins or other forms of respect. Number 1. Mexico City Metro's Aztec Skulls. Between 2008 and 2012, workers on Mexico City El Metro subway extension track uncovered a handful of Aztec Imperial period human skulls. 2 male skulls, 1 female skull, and, bizarrely, a canine skull were uncovered. Earlier that year, a tunnel construction at London's Liverpool Street Station discovered several Roman skulls said to have belonged to victims murdered during Boudicca's Celtic insurgency in the 1st century AD. El Metro, on the other hand, has a few more eerie secrets, such as strange noises of screaming and knocking on the walls in the Pontones Tacuba tunnels, and the ghost of a devoted subway inspector who still arrives at 3 a.m. every day. So guys, that was it for this video. What did you think about our video? Let us know in the comments section below. If you are new to our channel, be sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell to get notified about our latest videos. Thanks for watching.